How's it going, you wonderful people? It's Jay, and in today's video we're going to be looking at the biggest and best Nintendo Switch games of 2021. From Mario to Metroid, Pokémon to Monster Hunter, there have been so many amazing games released this year, so let's take a look. The Nintendo Switch is going from strength to strength and has no signs of slowing down. Released in 2017, we've had so many blockbuster hits since. We've had big Mario games, Pokémon games, Zelda games, loads of first and third party games on the Switch. It is an incredible catalogue of great games, and 2021 is no exception. We have had so many hits, and these are our favourites. There are always great arcade classics that live on forever. The original Donkey Kong, Bubble Bobble, Outrun, timeless games that defined gaming back in the 80s. One classic was reinvented for 2021 with an insane online multiplayer experience. 99 players playing Pac-Man at the same time? It sounds bonkers, and it really is. Frantic movement, different playstyles, and a bloodthirsty desire to win. As you climb the ranks and knock out your ghost gobbling foes, Pac-Man 99 just becomes a little bit addictive. It's classic Pac-Man through and through with little tweaks to make it fresh. It's free on the eShop, so give it a go today. Grab your Switch or your phone and enter the frantic world of Pokémon Unite. Teams of up to 4 players go head to head in battle arenas using Pokémon to score points and battle wild creatures. It sounds crazy, it sounds manic, and it truly is. Matches are a few minutes long and you just crave a few more seconds to try and nab a few extra points against the opposing team. It's easy to learn, difficult to put down. Pokémon Unite is an addictive little game. You've got loads of favourites: Dragonite, Absol, Gengar, Cinderace, Pikachu, Charizard, Snorlax. The list goes on. It's free to play, so head onto the eShop and give it a go. For years now, we've been begging Nintendo for a new WarioWare game after a slight departure on Wii U and a portable take on 3DS. Just where is our quirky, frantic micro games on the Switch? Nintendo answered the call with a brand new WarioWare tale. It's time to get it together. Unlike previous WarioWare games, you can now play as each member of the quirky crew, from the farting CEO himself to familiar faces like Mona, 9volt, Dr. Krygor, Ashley, and many more. It's not just palette swaps, as each character has their own unique abilities to make things a little easier on some micro games and far more challenging on others. Throw in 2-player local co-op and we've got a wild return to form for the series. It's a shame there's no online play though, so hopefully Nintendo can patch this in. Tee-hee! Every Nintendo console needs a hearty helping of Camelot-developed sports games. We've had tennis already, so it was golf's turn to kind of lure us back onto the green. Grab a golf club and swing to action in classic modes and a neat single-player adventure feature. What makes Superstar Rush stand out are brand new extras, serving up a little bit of a twist on balls in holes. Speed Golf sees you dashing across the green to be the fastest player with the fewest strokes. It's crazy and absolutely bonkers to play online, speeding up what could normally be quite a chilled sport. There's also a fun battle mode that throws you into a stadium for fiery fun battles. It's like Mario Kart meets golf. It's definitely worth giving Super Rush a go. But this isn't a game, you might say. Yes, technically Animal Crossing New Horizons came out last year, but in this year Nintendo introduced a brand new expansion pack, a chunky bit of DLC for the game that feels like its own thing. Instead of just new items and quality of life improvements, Happy Home Paradise is practically a separate game. You'll play as your current villager but flying off to a separate island to work and create holiday homes. You've got a whole heap of furniture, design options, and a lengthy campaign. It really is a standout title for 2021. I wasn't sure at first, but as soon as I designed a few homes, the addiction kicked in. It's definitely worth giving a go if you've kind of become exhausted of your Animal Crossing experience. Another long-awaited game has to be the successor to the N64 classic Pokémon Snap. For years and years, fans have been curious if Nintendo would ever revisit the one-hit wonder. It's just such a different Pokémon experience from just catching and battling. It's really a fun and different way for catching them all, through the power of cameras. Nintendo teased the game back in 2020 and the game finally spawned on the Switch back in April, bringing with it lush, stunning environments and a really fleshed out story compared to the original. Brand new mechanics, night trips, and an adorable roster make it a truly worthy successor. Definitely grab that camera and give it a go. When were Nintendo and Game Freak gonna do remakes for Gen 4? It was a question burning bright for a few years, with heavy rumours and teasers from industry leakers. Pokémon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl returned to the Sinnoh region back in November, bringing with it the updated battle format from recent games, an adorable chibi style to draw you into this familiar world. It's been 15 years since the original games, and the setup and story hold strong, with improvements to online play and trading, and it may not be the biggest step change for the franchise, but it's worth tapping into if you're a Pokémon fan, especially if you didn't encounter the games the first time round on DS as well. It's always amazing to see a project that was cancelled before, resurrected and doing incredibly well. Metroid Dread is really a labour of years and years of experiments, cancellations, ideas, announcements, poured into a brand new side-scrolling Metroid adventure. The concept finally unravelled itself on Switch this year, bringing with it the iconic planet-crawling formula that made the series so popular, loads of brand new moves and a sinister robotic threat. Whilst it taps deep into those nostalgia feels, Dread just feels fresh. It's slick, it's smooth, and it's a proper space age challenge, and it feels absolutely amazing to step into the power boots of such an iconic hero, and it's a rewarding and fulfilling conclusion to the story that was set many moons ago. This one isn't a fresh game, as the original version came out on the 3DS a few years ago, but the Switch remaster of Miitopia is just such a joy to play, and it's definitely one of the best titles released this year. The game is all about turn-based battles and friendship, building the ultimate cast of characters to battle the devious Dark Lord. The sheer amount of new customization options makes Mii characters an absolute joy to use, whether it's helping King Ganondorf or saving Link and Amy, yes, Amy the Hedgehog. The possibilities are endless. Throw in a tough horse, new events and outings, and you've got a really fleshed out and fun, addictive experience. Definitely give it a go if you've not played Miitopia before. This almost brought me to tears when Nintendo announced a classic return to the Nintendo 64 Mario Party games. Fans have been wondering whether the first three games would ever be re-released on Switch, whether it's on the online service or not, but this goes further by remaking 5 boards in glorious HD. Definitely the game of 2021, a triumphant return to form and the long-awaited online Mario Party experience. Nintendo has dabbled with online Mario Party before, but this is a truly optimized and incredibly refined take. You can save your sessions, you've got a solid connection and amazing public matches. It's one of the best Mario Party games ever, and hopefully we'll get more DLC this year as well. So there we go, just some of our favourite Switch games released in 2021. What do you think? Have you played these games? What are your favourite Switch games from this year? Let us know with a comment below. And if you liked this video, be sure to hit the like button. If you want to see more Nintendo, more geeky, more gaming videos, you want to subscribe? And before you move on to the next video, be sure to check out our exclusive merch, geeky and gaming designs voted for by you. Links are in the description below. A huge thank you for all your support. And there we go, Nintendo Switch has had an amazing year, and there's so much more in store to come in 2022. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.